the states were deeply concerned on the wording in the constitutional amendment on compensation to the state if there was any loss of revenue.
Right, absolutely.
I am happy to say that there was a consensus in the empowered committee on the wording.
Absolutely.
That will be foolproof.
Okay.
And the Union Finance Minister and his officers heard it out.
Absolutely.
And we are expecting that such a foolproof wording,
Right.
which makes it simple and clear,
Right.
that for 5 years states will have full compensation
Correct.
if there is any loss of revenue.
You've got the GST rate, of course, which is an important discussion today, and the issue of dual control. Any major decisions coming in from the Empowered Committee?
GST rate is not part of the constitutional amendment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that is outside of the constitutional amendment.
Right.
But a broad consensus was developed on two things. One, the rate should be such
Right.
that the common man should improve their tax condition, their tax incidence on them. Equally important, the states must not lose revenue
Right.
as a result of whatever the rate may be. The consensus is on principles
Absolutely.
rather than on rates.
All right.
And all the concerned people, whether it is Chief Economic Advisor, whether it's National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, who have an alternative suggestion in terms of their research, everybody was present.
So what's the way forward? You heard heard out the CA, the NIPFP as well. What's the way forward?
The way forward is the broad consensus that has been put together
Right.
with some reasonable wording or wordsmithing,
Right.
which is satisfactory to all political parties and all finance ministers. Because finance ministers are there
Of course.
from across the country who are from all political parties.
Right. So two final questions. You've got, of course, the three major demands which the Congress party had. One, to create a cap, and the second was to perhaps bring in a second dispute resolution body, and finally the 1% additional tax.
Broad consensus has been worked out on the basis of this principle that common business persons, taxpayers,
Right.
must benefit from GST by a lowered level.
Right.
Current incidence of tax may be as high as 32%. We don't know the number.
Absolutely.
That has to go down. At the same time, states' revenues must not suffer,
Right.
so that states come into a problem.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.